Hey everybody, Jason here with Podcast Table Shop. The point of this video is to show you how to install table legs and panels onto your brand new podcast table. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you receive your shipment is unbox all of the tops, unbox all of the legs, and if you've ordered the panels, unbox all of the panels. Get everything out, and you're going to find that you're going to have 3 bags of hardware. Panel screws with a bit, we'll get that out in a second. You have 2 bags of leg screws, and one of these bags of leg screws is going to have an Allen key in it, and so you're definitely going to need those. Set out all of your tables top side down, so bottom side up. You're going to set those down on a soft surface. So one of the things you can do is maybe use the bubble wrap that we used to send your tables, or a blanket, or lay them face down on the carpet. The last thing you want to do is scratch these tops coming right out of the box, so make sure you have yourself a nice soft surface where you lay your tables out. Each table is going to be labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here in the center you'll see those, and so you're going to label those or lay those out from left to right, 1 through 4. And so the significance of that is these inner creases have these latches that you're going to use to latch your tables together after you've installed the legs and installed the panels and gotten those flipped over. So the outer edges of the tables don't have those latches, and the outer edges of the tables have these pilot holes for the panels, and so these panels won't install on any of the interior tables, only on the exterior tables. So we have those labeled for a purpose. Pretty easy scenario to install these table legs. Everything is labeled with a letter and a number. So if you can see here, this leg is a K-style leg, it's labeled L2. And then on this table number 2, you've got L2. And so really all you do is set that leg down into that slot. And then the same thing over here, we've got R2 and you've got R2. So you just match that and set that in. You're gonna take your bag of hardware, and these screws will be able to screw in just using your hands. And the only purpose of the Allen wrench is for you to be able to go ahead and tighten those down. You don't need to go too tight, just hand tight, not crazy as to not strip them. You're gonna install all of your screws on each one of your tables. The other thing is, you're going to want to have a drill or a power drill. And inside of your panel screw bag here, you've got a bit. And so we give you this bit to make installation of your panels a lot easier. What we have here for your panel scenario, each panel is labeled. This one's P2, and so that will match with P2. This one is P1, so that matches with P1. If you see, we have these color-coded stickers here, and those actually match up to where you will align your panels, and then you will insert your screws down into those panels and get them nice and tight. And so I'll show you what that looks like. We're just going to line this one up first. I'll drop that down in there. And just an important thing here, if you have a power drill like I do, you've got 2 settings. You've got this ring, and then you've got this button here. And so 1 is slow, 2 is fast, so I'm gonna put that on 1. If you were to crank this all the way over to that drill icon, that means it's gonna drill and it's gonna keep drilling, it's not gonna stop. When you put it on these numbers, now it stops based on torque. So I can hold that, and so once it reaches that torque number, it'll stop screwing in. And so what you wanna do is have it on a low setting so that you don't drill too hard into that screw and snap the head or have the drill kick back on you. And so just line up that sticker, put that screw down in until it does that. And so now we've got a nice fit on that one. And really the idea here is you take these screws, drop them into these pocket holes here, and continue to install your panels all the way around the table. And so you see how these line up here, so that's P2 to P2, and then these orange stickers line up, and then you just install your screws, and you're gonna do that all the way around the table. And so one quick thing about some of the features about our table, we'll come over this way. So we have these cable clips on the bottom of the tables, and then we also have these outlets. And so the reason that we have these power strips here is so that you can run these outlets to one power strip, two if you need to, because we have two power strips on the bottom of the tables, but you can run these individual outlets to a power strip, and then this cable you'll want to run off of one of these legs over here. And so this cable will end up running down one of these legs and then off the table. And so you want to use an extension cord from one of these power strips, and then plug that into the wall, and then you're going to have power to your entire table. Back to the cable clips, you've got these grommets, and so the idea is that you would mount your boom arms somewhere around these grommets on your table, and then you would run your XLR cables through your grommets here, and then they would clip down into these clips. And so that's to help you have cable management on the bottom side of the table. So one quick note, once you've got all your legs installed, once you've got all your panels installed, you're going to want to flip your tables over. And so usually I suggest that you have another person with you to help flip that table over. Once you've arranged your tables in order, then you can reach under the desk, and then you will flip these latches down, and that will hold the entire table together. And so then you can actually move that table as one unit. And one quick thing about these latches, if for whatever reason it's too tight or too hard to snap down, these latches will adjust by turning this. So I can bring it in and make it tighter, or I can loosen it out and make it looser. And so that is it. I hope we have made this assembly process as simple as possible for you. Some of our new features and the way that we've labeled and prepared everything. And I truly hope that our podcast tables enhance your creative space. If you have any questions, you can email me, jason@podcasttables.shop, or check out our resource center at podcasttables.shop. Thank you, guys.